About 80% of mergers and acquisitions fail, with HR almost never involved. The world needs a new way to make deals, and our guest today has a new way that works. Welcome to Firing Line. I'm Jason Averbrook, standing in for Bill Kutik. George Brooks has personally been involved in 300 M&A deals for more than a quarter of a century. Now he's the America's leader for the People Advisory Services at EY, the consulting and accounting firm formerly known as Ernst & Young. He's made M&A successful by using HR and innovative technology. Hello, George. Glad you could be here.
Hello, Jason. Thrilled to be here. And this topic has been a passion through my entire career.
Talk about passion, 300 transactions, 300 deals. Before we get to the M&A discussion, tell us a little about your pre-professional life and how it shaped your approach in how you work with your clients today.
Oh, sure, absolutely, because I think that's important. I grew up in Buffalo on welfare, food stamps, single mother. I started working when I was 13. At 16, I was working 40 hours a week, and that carried over into college and law school. And from that, I developed this attitude of we need a new way. I needed a new way to get out and to succeed. And that carried over to creating a new and better way for our clients, which now we call innovation.
And clearly, M&A needs a new way. Talk about why they fail.
Well, in the run-up to the deal, companies customarily fail to deal with culture and leadership in an innovative way, and that's why they fail. So you look at Sprint's acquisition of Nextel, $35 billion deal, and there's a $30 billion write-off, and cultural differences led to leadership turnover, which then trickled down to management turnover, and then customer service deteriorated, and then they couldn't even integrate the two companies.
The soft, squishy culture stuff? Why does that make a difference?
Well, think about it. When companies come together, they have a purpose. And think of culture as the activation of your why. Why do we exist? What's our purpose? What's our strategic orientation? And that lays your groundwork for that. But second, it provides direction on how you're going to operate the company and what kind of work environment you're going to create.
So, that being said, how do you approach culture?
Well, at the very beginning of a deal, when two companies are coming together, they're going to combine. And wouldn't you want to know what the combined culture is going to be? What's your target? And I call that the targeted culture. And once you define the underlying cultural attributes of the targeted culture, you then just roll that forward and select leaders based on that. And it becomes your decision criteria for your operating model and your operating environment.
So this combined platform really becomes the governance or how we make decisions as part of this. I mean, that makes a ton of sense. What about leadership? What role does leadership play?
Well, that's key. And I think there's something provocative here, very provocative. I think you need to select leaders based on how they think, not what they know. In the new digital age, there's a new way of leading. And intellectual curiosity, embracing disruption, being a super connector, being able to bring everyone together to inspire, to provide energy, to have empathy, to understand, and leading with purpose. A whole new way of leading. And once you find new leaders that can do that, then you look at their experience, and then you say, can they be the cultural stewards for the targeted culture? I think, leaders make or break a deal. And systems and processes and policies will eventually come together. But leaders that come together and stay together, that's a successful deal. And there's one more thing. There's always jewels to be found, new leaders, and usually it might be the millennials, right? The people with a digital acumen. So find the jewels, and second, look outside, because sometimes this new strategy requires new leaders.
So one of the things that's always fascinating to me is HR is not involved in these processes up front. How can we involve HR, and why should we involve HR to promote success?
Well, if you think of culture and leadership as the backbone of your company to drive forward merger success, you want HR up front to help you define what is this combined targeted culture, what is our strategic orientation, and then as you go through the deal process, why not use technology? There's technology tools that exist that can do work that HR could never do before in a deal. So technology now is used to get global collaboration around the targeted new culture by leaders, right? It also can help harmonize extremely complex operating models and org structures that can result in capturing and reporting of synergies, all technology enabled. As you look around and you have rewards all over the world, you can document those rewards and make better decisions through conjoint analysis. In addition, there's a new way of work. Culture is how you work. Well, you can simulate new ways of work through technology, and you can have automation track the adoption of new work processes. So technology is out there to enable all of this. And if you're using that technology, you can actually now transform the company to the new culture while you transact.
Wow, yeah, you're truly reimagining how M&A is done, and as someone who's been on both sides of it, thank you for being here. It's amazing what I've learned in the last 5 minutes.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure as well.
Don't miss next month's episode of Firing Line. Just click on the red subscribe box at the end. You'll get just one email notice when the next program has posted. Write your comments on this YouTube page, on our Facebook page, or send us an old-fashioned email to bill@kutik.com. We want to know what you're thinking. I'm Jason Averbrook. Thank you for watching.